Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over a coin called Metis. And are you ready to be rich? All right, if you're following this channel diligently, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make as many as my followers rich. That is my goal, because I want to shove it in the face of these YouTubers that don't know what they're doing when it comes to picking investable assets. Here's Metis. It's down 10%, $18.95. All right. Twitter following 80, 130K. Not bad, little bit of amount of following. Here's their website. You know, they're supposed to be the best and the fastest on the layer 2 roll-up platform. Maybe they are. That's okay. We'll see. We'll see what the technicals say. I want to go over some stuff here with you guys. Just a second. I watched a little of that guy's video. Let's go through this right here, guys. Let's take a look. Here's the first video. Why you should own at least 20 Metis DAO. Metis price prediction. That was 5 months ago. I hope he said it was going down. I hope he said it was going down. Let's take a look at Metis. 5 months ago. What are we in? We're in June. Let's go to January. Where's January? All right, over here. Okay, there it is, right there in January in this area. Where is it now? It's over here. Okay. Hope he said it was going down. Let's see, Metis, the next unlock will make millionaires. That was 2 months ago. That was 2 months ago. He's going to explain that to us. That's awesome. That's awesome, huh? Metis, look at this. Metis to 100x Ethereum scaling in 2020. Best ETH L2, better than Polygon. 4 months ago. Okay. Maybe she's just saying 100x Ethereum scaling, not saying the coin is going 100x. Price prediction review. I watched a little bit of that guy. You know what's interesting about him? He gives you a price prediction based on the CoinGecko chart. He actually uses the coin. He goes to the coin. He's going to tell you off the CoinGecko chart. He's going to use this chart. Okay. This is, what is Metis Crypto? Metis, okay, that's about it. Look at this one. Metis DAO. Token, bullish crypto in 22, like Matic, like buying Matic under 1 cent. That was 5 months ago. I wonder how that's working out for that guy. All right, guys. Look, I'm not here to make fun of these people. You know, they're just trying to make a living on YouTube, and that's fine. But there's a point in when you're making a living on YouTube and you're just flat out like either so stupid, you don't know what you're doing, or you are scamming. Because if you don't know what you're doing, that's ignorance, and that's fine. I could live with that, and you need to fix it. But if you're doing stuff intentionally, you're a scammer. That's how I'm going to leave it at that. So that's how I feel about that. Let's go over Metis and take a look at this coin and the this portion of it right here. So like I said, my goal is to make my followers more wealthy than they already are. And if they aren't getting wealthy, then I will try to make them as wealthy to the best of my ability, as long as they pay attention and kind of do a little bit of what I'm doing. Okay. I think I can do that. I really think I can do that. So here we go. Here's Metis. One thing about this coin, I'm going to let you know, if you see this structure I have up here, this is one thing you want to pay attention to when you see a massive run like this, and then you see like an ending, it's a diagonal type move. When you see a massive run like this and it goes into a diagonal, that's telling you that this is slowing up in a lot of momentum and is going to have a serious correction. That's what that's telling you right there. I'm letting you guys know that. You want to learn these moves, these patterns, and you see things and you're like, oh, wow, here it goes, boom. So this is like an ending, expanding type diagonal that it did, and you can see the result of what happened. This looks like a ride at Kings Island all the way down. Look at that, nice and whew, doesn't it? Look, and a slide off, like a slide. So I have a couple deals here with it. I'm gonna let you know straight up. You don't want to mess with this coin. This is my opinion, not financial advice. I would not mess with this coin until it susses itself out on its correction. There's a couple things. I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm going to explain to you what's going on, but it did a massive wave run. It was all the way up at $319 and now it's down to 14 bucks. And it has lost 95%. So maybe it is done down there. Now here's the deal with the correct. Here's this move. It's a 1, 2, 3. Okay. You come up on the daily on the RSI. Okay. Your peak third right there. There's your divergence right there on that. Okay. So if you guys were in this coin early on, you can see, I'm going to show you something. You see that line, how it goes up like that? Well, here's the peak of the third. Look at that massive amount of divergence. You know, even right there would have been scary. That right there would have really concerned me. I probably, if I was in it, I would have been out there because I thought that would have been over with. Because it's, you know, when you're there at that point, like right here where that's at, and you're there and you have money involved in it right there, it's a different story than it is just seeing it already done. You know, you see this now, but you're right there. So me personally, if it would have been here, the majority of it would have been gone here. If you bagged up here, the majority of it should have been gone here. And then you can take, you know, go here and realistically to save your capital, I would have exited right there. Okay. That's just me. So I'd rather have, you know, let's say you would have missed another, let's say it was 10,000, it could have got up to 20,000. So you lost 10 grand there, but it's better than taking a chance and getting wrapped up into this. Okay. Even though you could have, you know, you could have maybe won it and then you know, maybe made a couple grand if this something like that. But you see how that works out, guys. You have to pay attention to the charts when you are in the asset and when it goes bullish. You really have to keep your eye on your charts or have somebody in your arsenal or your toolkit that's going to help you with that. Okay. It's very, in my opinion, it's very important. So here's the deal. You have this, I broke this down. I'm going to go over the correction right now. Okay. I broke this down. This is all a 5-wave sequence, and I think it's complete right there. Okay. I think it's completed right there. I went through it. I checked it all the way through. So here's the issue. Somehow this needs to be a 5-wave impulse. Okay. I think that it is. So I'm just winging this and really, I like to say, but a second page, but like a 1, 2 down for a 3. So here's you see your peak. Here's your third, and it came down in here to make that 5th. Okay. So if this is an A, here's what I'm saying. If this is an A, B, C, then over here, this is the other option. Over here, if this is an A, B, C, and it doesn't make sense to me that it would be this, I don't think that it is, then this will be A, B, C down into the box. Okay. You want to be aware of that. I just want to make you aware of that could happen. This could whiz up on some sort of X or B wave and come back down into the box. Okay. The reason it's sitting here is you take a look at that area right there. That's the only thing that's holding this thing up, and it stopped it from there. That's it. After it busted past through, you know, this area, and boom, it just came down. So those are just the areas. If this breaks through here, then the next area is the box, in my opinion. So you want to be careful of this coin being in it at any time right now. You want to be very careful, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but wait till the markets go bullish. So here's the deal. I'm going to go back to this area and let you guys know what I came up with. This is kind of winging it. It is possible you can have a 4th wave this big and a small 1st wave. That is possible. There's assets that have done that. So it's 1, 2, back down for a 3. Okay. That's the 5th of the 3rd, up for this 4th, and it did a diagonal in this 5th. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That 5th is below it, and you have divergence on that. Okay. Now that's winging it. And the reason why I'm doing that is that this would be like this instead of an ABC, WXY move. it would be this here, like this. A, let me get that A here, this is a B, and then down for a C, okay? And the other reason why I say that that's a possibility is if you take a fib extension from the top and to the bottom of the A, and I go to the top of the B, it's 1.618 is the area it hit. 1.618 is the second most common area where C waves hit. The most common is 1 to 1. So right here is the most common. The second most common is 1.618. As a matter of fact, it's almost as common in the cryptocurrency market for C waves to hit 1.618. And with expanded flats, they'll hit 2.618. If you can believe it, they'll go all the way down there and go that far with cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to stick with this for the time being to see what's going to suss itself out in this area. If this is going to be an ABC and it's going to swing back down again. That's what you're going to have to wait for. So let's go over. I'm not going to go into this area yet. I'll take a look at that to see what's going on there. But if we go over and take a retracement on this whole wave, okay, and you know it's almost down at 786. So for a second wave correction, it's decent. It's really good. It'd be nice if it was down on that 786. I'd be a lot more comfortable saying, okay, maybe this is over with. But you know, so, and you know, take it off log. Like I tell people that you know, that use this method, they're looking for the 786 and the 886 off of log. And as you can see in this instance, this one went way past it, and it could go more down in that box. So I tell people in that method is a one with cryptocurrencies I don't like to use. So here is the deal. Let's take a look at this wave right here. Okay, take a look at that wave. Go down to the 4 hour. I was looking at this wave, and you can see with the RSI that there's a issue. There's a third wave. So you could say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the issue with this wave is that if you count the wick, the third wave is the shortest. So it can't be an impulse. That's not legal. Third waves always can never be the shortest. If you take out the wick, then you can say that this is, you can say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could say that, okay? So what I'm gonna do, that is a small wave. So that's a questionable wave. I'm gonna go over to this trading view and show you guys something. This is a pretty aggressive wave. And on the 4 hour chart, you can see there's a good amount of divergence here. So a 1, 2, 3, possibly 4, 5, right? But if I go out to the 8 hour, you know, it's a lot less divergence. So it's still, it's questionable, you know, with this wick and everything like that. So I'm going to go back over to this chart. So the only thing is that it has to maintain this low. If Metis breaks this low, you'll have your answer, you know, and I'm going to find it very hard to believe that if Bitcoin goes down to say 16, 17, or even 18,000, you know, it could hold that low. It could come down here and hold that low. Now, the next thing is it going to be this? You know, up for a 3, is it going to be impulsive, or is it going to be this? Because if it's an ABC move, it's coming up to swing back down to break this low, and then more than likely, if I go out to the daily, it's going to be starting to head towards this box. So this is really in limbo. I mean, there's some things that do have some positive with the Fibonacci levels that it hit. There's some questions with this move in here, and there's questions with that move in there. So my recommendation is just, if you're really interested in the coin for the time being, just watch it, see what it does. Look how high this is dragging up on the RSI. I mean, that's good for an impulsive move, but he came down on the RSI. Let me check let me go over those on a 3-day chart. So it came down okay. It reset everything. Yeah, so the correction could be over. Let's see the weekly. Okay. It could be a little bit lower. It could be a little bit lower. Let's check the daily. It came down pretty good. Okay. I would just pay attention to it, guys. I would be very, very careful and cautious of this coin for the time being. That would just my recommendation. Like I said, not financial advice. Just be careful with the coin. If it survives and maintains that low, which there's a very low probability that will, but you just never know. This would be it would be a 1, 2, and then up for a 3, and a potential target. Would be fib extension. Just take a look, go up there, say its low is right there as an example, $500. Okay. And if it does survive and it goes into a third wave in this area, when the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin and Ethereum go bullish, that a potential breaking that those previous highs is decent, and 3,500%, potentially 4,100%. Possibly with the coin. Like I said, guys, just be careful with it for the time being. Watch it, see what it does. It could be a corrective move up. In this instance, if this is an ABC, it would end up making a W up for an X and then down for a Y. It could do an X-way bound. 50% is probably going to be like, back up to that area, and it's going to swing back down to the box. That's the bearish count. Bullish count, keep an eye on it. Breaks the low, you'll have your answer. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you. Do me a favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.